Okay, I just had two really cool things happen to me. Good morning, everyone. It's Roberto with Berto's Bird Life. I am about to do an epic hike. I am at the Elena Gallegos open space area in the Albuquerque area. It is $2 on the weekends to park here, $1 on the weekdays, but I got the $30 year-long pass. We're a pretty wide network of trails, and it does take you up. There's a trail called the Upper Pino Trail that does take you up to the crest. I have not done that yet, but I'm going to do it today. Starting at around 6,000 feet in elevation, I eventually make my way to over 10,000 feet once I make it to the Sandia Crest. I had a great start to my hike as I viewed this curve-billed thrasher through a cholla cactus. The most commonly seen rabbit in Albuquerque, the desert cottontail, grazes in an open patch of grass. From Elena Gallegos, I could see the Sandia Peak tramway. Okay, so I got through that first leg pretty quickly, and now I'm at the part of the leg of the trail that I have not done yet, the Upper Pino Trail. Oh, I did get some footage of a blue-gray gnatcatcher that was either feeding or being fed by a parent. The blue-gray gnatcatcher is a very small gray songbird that makes wheezy noises. They can be found throughout the United States, but in slightly different habitats depending on where you are. In the western United States, they're usually found in dry, densely vegetated habitats, such as here in New Mexico. But the gnatcatcher is a pretty hard one to get on footage because they're so little and fast. As I progressed to higher elevation, the vegetation began to change, and so did the birds. Some footage of a Townsend Solitaire. Now that species is pretty common in the foothills during the winter, but during the breeding season they migrate north and also to higher elevations to breed. So they're technically here year-round, and I think they breed in small numbers up on the crest because I still see reports of them, but for how much I've been up to the crest, I have not been seeing them at all during the breeding season. So this is a cool find for me right now because I haven't seen one in a few months, at least. As I trekked on, I kept racking up more cool finds. So in a little oak tree right behind me, I just got probably the best bushtit footage I've ever gotten in my life. There's a flock of at least 6, probably way more than that. There was a flock of at least 18 down at the beginning of the trail where I started. I've been seeing a lot of big flocks of them forming lately, so I like to call it 30 bushtit season. During the breeding season, it's 2 bushtit season because I see them start pairing up, but now I'm just seeing them in huge flocks, as many as 30 to 40. It can be crazy. I also just saw a bird on a nest. I saw its head sticking out. It was definitely in the thrush family. I think it might be a hermit thrush. It's definitely smaller than a robin, but I didn't want to get too close as not to disturb it. And this trail is also much more heavily trafficked than I anticipated. A lot of hikers going by, which is great. Love seeing people out enjoying nature. But this nest was just right next to the trail. So close that anyone could just reach into that nest. That's how close and how low it is. So I was trying to make sure I was observing it without anybody walking by. Still a cool find. I'm still not totally sure what it is, but let me know what you think it is. black-headed grosbeak. I think it's a female, but I don't know, based on the belly pattern, I think it might even be a young male. But yeah, it's just sitting there on a branch, almost motionless. I'm glad I caught that. I could have walked right underneath it. There was just a group of 4 people that just went by, and yeah, I'm sure the bird was there while they walked by. There's generally not a lot of bird activity at this time of the day. It's approaching noon right now, but this is why these birds are just sitting still, not moving a whole lot, trying to get out, avoid the heat of the day. It's probably what I should be doing, but fortunately it's a lot cooler. The higher I'm getting, the more cool it is, and it's really nice. But I should be at the Townsend. Just splashed some water on my face and my head. It is making my day. Okay, I just had 2 really cool things happen to me. I was approaching this aspen grove. I haven't seen any aspen trees up until now on this hike, so I'm pretty high up. Hearing a Cooper's hawk, or at least what I think is a Cooper's hawk, and then I see a bird flying out of the top of the aspens away out towards into this canyon across from me, and it was a Steller's jay. And I'm watching the Steller's jay mimic the sounds of a Cooper's hawk. I've seen the Steller's jays do that with red-shouldered hawks and red-tailed hawks before, but never a Cooper's hawk. I didn't get it on footage mimicking the sounds of a Cooper's hawk, but that's okay. Still got lots of footage of that jay. And then as I'm looking at that jay, I hear a big fluttery flight off to my left, and I look and I see 2 big birds land in some more aspen trees, and I get my binoculars and I see 2 band-tailed pigeons perched next to each other, and I got one of them on footage. Oh, they stuck around for maybe a minute and then they took off, but I don't think I've ever had that bird on camera before. I was stoked about this broad-tailed hummingbird I got on footage, since hummingbirds can be so quick to capture on camera as they're zipping by. The broad-tailed hummingbird nest in high elevations of the western United States. They migrate during fall to spend their winters in Mexico and Guatemala. Should be the last switchback. It's that feeling when you know you're so close, you just don't want to stop. I did it. I'm at the top of the Pino Trail, which intersects with Crest Trail 130. So I'm on the Sandia Crest right now. Wow, what a journey. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching Birdo's Bird Life. I'll see you next time on the next adventure.